Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing kind of a year-in review of my homeschool year and tell you kind of what I liked and what I didn't like about the books I was using for my 5th, 6th grader. Hey guys, if you could please help me out and subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, I would be so thankful. Back to the video. Okay, so let's start out with the good. I did Chemistry and Ecology with both my 5th grader and my 3rd grader. Sorry, they're like in multiple grades, so I get confused sometimes what their actual age group is, but they are 3rd and 5th. And we did this and it was challenging. Now, after I researched and discovered a little more, it was actually written for an older age group, and that is probably why we found it a little challenging. Neither of my kids are actually in the age group yet, but we did learn. It was better suited for my 5th grader than it was my 3rd grader, and we are enjoying the second half of the book better than we did the first half. The chemistry part was just a little too hard for us at the moment, but the second half we're enjoying a lot better and grasping a lot better. So overall, I do like this book. I think it is a good book, a good curriculum. I am going to be putting it on my shelf to use again in the future. It is a good book, and we are not done with it, which I will be doing another video sharing our summer homeschool plans and kind of what that's going to look like and what subjects we plan to do all through summer. And this is one of them. So anyway, I will have another video about that if you're interested, so just be on the lookout. All right, another book we did with all of the kids is The America's Story, Book 1. And we also have really enjoyed this one. We are almost done with this, but not quite. Even if I don't end up doing this as my actual history program next year, I think I am still planning on getting books 2 and 3 because if nothing else, it is an enjoyable book to read, and I do think that sooner or later my children will end up reading through these. I've enjoyed it, they've enjoyed it. So, and it says this is for grades, I see on the back here, 3 to 6. So this one worked out perfect because that's the age group that I had. And then obviously my 2 little, they're pre-K and kindergarten, they also sat and listened. But other than just being in the room, I had no expectations for them for this book. So, I mean, I know they'll be doing it again. But, all right, now for the bad, or it's not really bad, halfway bad, is math. And all of these are from Masterbooks, by the way. Masterbooks Math, grade 6. This book has been well used this year. I have loved the Masterbook Math programs up until this book. We've done 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and then I have a kindergarten one, and I've enjoyed all of them. I like the little stories they have at the beginning of each week's lesson. 6th grade, though, they kind of changed their format for the 6th grade book, which was okay. The kids are older, I understand that, but I didn't enjoy the way they taught some of the concepts. Towards the end of the book, they're teaching some algebra, and I felt like, not all of it, but some of it, it did not make any, so like find 60% of 40. That problem, the way they suggested to solve the problem made absolutely no sense to me. Maybe it would make sense to you, to me, though, it made no sense. So when we got to that point in the book, which was seriously like the second to last week, I think, we finished this book, I deviated and I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. Here is how I work these problems. And I just taught the way I would do the problem, and that made better sense to him as well. And then the next week, I kind of had the same thing, the way they were teaching an algebraic problem. It's not really the way I grew up learning it or the way I'm comfortable teaching it. So not that it's necessarily bad, but it didn't make sense to me. And honestly, when I looked at the answer they got, it wasn't the answer I got. And I looked up online, like, what would you get to this answer? And all the other places I looked and all the different ways of working it all came with my answer, not the answer the book got. So I kind of question if the book is correct. And I do know the book has had errors throughout, which again, this is the first time I've just noticed this in a Masterbook book. There are mathematical errors, and you can't just grade the work off of the teacher book. You kind of have to work the problems, or at least keep an open mind that it could be wrong. Because there's been several times where I went to grade it and I marked it wrong, and he's like, no, that's right. And I'm like, but, and then I worked the problem and I'm like, you're right. You did it right. The book is wrong. I don't know. So overall, the book was okay. It did its purpose. The price of Masterbooks, I feel like, is a decent price. It's not bad. I do plan to do a different curriculum, though, for him next year. I am not sure what curriculum that will be. I still need to kind of nail that down. I have an idea, but I do want to actually look at the book and decide if that's what I want to do. So that's also another video coming up, is what curriculum I plan on using. All right, and then the last book, which I don't actually have it here right this minute, is Masterbooks Language Arts English grade 5. So he did grade 5 in English and language arts, and then he did grade 6 in the math, and then those other two subjects, you know, were more of like a group effort. I did enjoy the English. I think he is getting tired of that format, which is fine because, again, going into 6/7th grade, we were going to be switching up the curriculum anyway. So I'm not sure also what I will do for him next year with that. But overall, I did still really like the English program. It's not very writing intensive, I guess you could say, which was actually good for him. He needs to write, but he doesn't really like to write. So not having an extremely writing intensive program worked really well for him. It was something that he could do and get it done, even though he still had to write and stuff, which he didn't love. But instead of writing like forever long papers, it was much more simplistic, and so that worked well for him. I would not say it would work well for every child. If your child is a really good writer and loves that kind of stuff, this curriculum probably wouldn't be the best for them, but it worked okay for him. But yes, so I need to dig in and decide what I'm doing for next year. I feel like I'm kind of at a transition stage with him where he's moving out of the like little kid learning style and into the big kid learning style. So it's going to be a kind of a big transition year, I feel like, for us this fall. But that is everything I have that was for my 5th, 6th grader. All of those were master books, and overall, I was happy with the Masterbooks curriculum. Would I repurchase the Masterbooks Math 6th grade? Maybe, maybe not. I really don't know. I mean, like I said, it was fine overall. I really don't know what I would have gotten in its place. But if you are not very good at math yourself, it probably wouldn't be a great curriculum, because I did have to do a lot of kind of, let's do it a different way, or off book correcting and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, maybe not, except that I do enjoy math, so it wasn't a huge deal for me. But yeah, so that was my review. I hope this kind of helps you. If you have any questions about any of these books, please just drop them below and I will do my best to answer. Overall, a good curriculum. I have enjoyed this curriculum, and I will continue to use this curriculum for my younger children. I am looking forward to what is new this coming year, though, and I will be sharing that with you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.